and subscribe and see the recorded lives. Just started though. This would be like the seventh one that I've recorded. Hmm. What's up, Lele? What's up, Zion? What's going on? What's going on? It's been a year after a difficult divorce. I don't feel like I moved on. Should I have? I mean, it takes time. How long were you married? How long were you married? Get you out of here. No. 20 years? It's gonna take time, man. It's gonna take time. 20 years is a long time. Guess who's back on the mark? Come on, see? Come on, see what happened, man? What happened? Gotta talk to me, brother. What's up, Eva? Thought she was ready, but apparently not. Need to be alone to work on stuff. That gotta be the most annoying outcome, to be honest with you. When people shit is obviously moving towards a relationship and then at the last minute they eject. Oh, I'm not ready. I've been there before. It's just annoying. I'm sure we'll unpack it whenever you're ready to come up, bro. No rush though. You don't have to come up right now to talk about it if you don't want to. Hello.
Hello,
How you doing?
good and you?
Good, good. What can I do for you?
Yeah. Mm, I'm musician and good American for English. A good.
Yeah, see? So that banner. Hmm? Moderately effective banner. Moderately effective. I told you, when they see the word dating, they just jump in here. They don't read the rest of that shit. This is not matchmaking, people. If you're here trying to find a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, this is the wrong place. Even me verbally saying that right now, they don't give a fuck. They're still going to request. Hello.
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
So I have some dating advice. I am currently going through a heartbreak right now, and I just want to know how to get over it quickly. I found out my boyfriend is cheating,
Mm.
so I'm a little distraught at the moment.
Mm-hmm. How long were y'all together?
2 years.
Okay. Okay. Um, you found he was cheating. That's rough. Well, getting over it quickly.
Yes. How quick? Quickly.
I can tell you how to not prolong it. I can't tell you how to get over it quickly. It's kind of like you can't rush emotions, right? But if you want to not waste time, just no contact immediately. Block them on everything. Block them on social media. Don't look at their stuff. Delete pictures. You don't want anything activating any memories.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I did it.
Okay.
Today I deleted everything,
Good.
blocked them on everything.
Good.
I did all of that.
Yeah. You don't want to see anything that you can associate with them. You also don't want to talk about them a lot. So you may get it out once. Tell the
I don't
people.
want to talk about them. It's embarrassing.
Good. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, don't try not to give a lot of energy to that situation. And you also got to feel what you're feeling, right? You got to grieve the situation. If you try to suppress that emotions, it's going to have to come out.
I know it just feels so unfair though. Like it feels so unfair.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know, but I guess.
I get it. I understand. You'll get through it. It's better you found out now instead of like investing 5 or 10 years. You know what I mean? Some people got 20 years in the game to figure some shit like that out. So
I know you're right, and I ain't got no kids.
Yeah.
Ain't trouble about no kids or nothing.
If you don't have any kids, you automatically win. You automatically win. It's an automatic W in a situation like this.
But you know, you gotta. It's like the thought that just happened to like start over is just. It's so it give me so much anxiety because it's like, you know, you be thinking, oh, this person gonna be the person, and then some fuck shit happen. You know.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But you'll make it through, love. You know, you'll make it through. Just go ahead and grieve, heal from this situation, and then when you're ready, you're not so emotionally charged, and you're ready, you feeling optimistic about meeting somebody, get back out there. But don't do it until like you are feeling like positive about possibility, right? That's kind of the energy you want to have when you get back on the marketplace, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem, love. You take care.
You too.
Oh yeah, and don't take them back. What Ruchi said. Don't take them back. Oh, we got a few people in the queue, huh? Hello.
Hello. Wait, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, hi. This has happened to me for the past like 5 times in a row, especially when men approach me. What is it like? Recently, when men approach me, they're always on the phone. And when I say on the phone, they would be like on FaceTime or on like some sort of mobile call. Like they would approach me and be like, oh, excuse that, my brother on the phone, but if he sees you, let him see you. Or, hey, my homegirl on the phone, if she sees you, let her see you. Like, is it a form of validation? And most of the time they always have to like pace around me to try and see if they could like approach me, or they would always have to like have some sort of pep talk with whoever they're on the phone with to come and like talk to me. But like, why does that happen? I don't like that. It happened to me 5 times in a row now.
5 times in a row?
5 times in a row. I kid you not.
Where are you located? Where are you located?
Houston.
I don't know, chat. Is there a new method that's dropped I don't know about? This is new news to me. I ain't never heard of this. So they're on FaceTime with somebody when they approach you, and you can kind of, and you can hear them like building up the nerve to approach you. Interesting. 5 times certainly can't be a coincidence. Did this all happen on the same? This all happened on the same day?
Either. One person here said, "Oh, they probably needed like a pep talk, or they're anxious." Yes, most of the time they are anxious. I get deemed to be like unapproachable or like act like they scary, and I'm like, what is that? What is that?
So this wasn't in like the same day, was it?
No, this was literally 2 weeks. Like one time I'm leaving my apartment building, right?
Yeah.
And this man is seeing me like rush into my building because I have a meeting. And he's like, oh, you're just so beautiful. You're just so amazing. Like, can I have your Instagram? Can I have your number? I said, oh, you can have my Instagram. I don't want to give you my number. And then he's like, oh, excuse that, my brother on the phone. But like, he handsome too. I hope you see him. I hope you see him. And then another time, I'm in the gym. I'm working out. This man is seeing me. I try to ignore him. I try not to make eye contact. I don't know. But he's like approaching me. He's like, "Oh, hi, I'm sorry. Like, I was just so nervous, but I'm on the phone with my sister. I hope she sees you. And I'm trying to get your number. I'm trying to get your Instagram." And I'm walking down the street, same thing. Somebody on FaceTime, like, "Oh, I hope like they see you, this, that, and the third." And I'm like, this is too much. This is too much. Is this a new method?
It got
Is this
like
a coinkydink?
I
What
hope they
is
see,
this?
and they're all saying, "I hope the person on the phone sees you."
Yes, or they're saying like of some sort. Yes, every time.
Interesting.
Every time.
Ladies in the chat, y'all had any kind of similar experiences? I've never heard of this, love. I've never heard of this before a day in my life.
That's what I mean. I hope they see you. That is weird. And they try to make it seem like it's flattering. I'm not flattered. I'm not moved.
Huh. In Houston. I don't know. I don't know if it's like some prank shit or what. I don't know what's going on. But stay far away from them, I guess. Like maybe they're up to no good.
I'm a lot of trafficking allegations. I'm scared now.
Stay far away from them. You don't want them like trying to show people what the goods look like. How old are you, by the way?
Young, under 25.
Under 25. Okay. I didn't know if it was like you're in like a young environment. Maybe it was a new method that the YNs came up with, but I've never heard of it. So.
Okay, thank you. I was hoping to get some type of insight, like why they be doing that, but
I'm gonna do some research. Come back, and I may have an answer for you next time. I gotta put my ear to the street real quick and see what's going on. But
LOL. All right, thank y'all.
All right, take care, love. All right, who we got? Yeah, first time I'm gonna have an answer. I've never heard of that before. Hello.
Yes, sir. I was first, and yesterday I just joined the live session, and I see your broad, and so that's why I came here. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Do you have a question for me?
Yes, I have a question and a personal a bad experience. So I just want to share and want to know your suggestion that how to handle the situation in the future.
Okay, give me the question first, then give me the details, please.
Okay, the question is how to protect myself from the cheating person or liar person, because I have a very bad experience. I live in Japan right now.
Okay.
And originally I'm from Pakistan, but it's almost 6 years I was living here.
Okay.
So I just broke up last 6 months ago, and it's very hard time for me. So I trust people very early, and maybe that's my mistake, or that's my nature.
Okay.
So I got like a very traumatic condition for the last 3 to 4 months, but I try to improve myself and get back to the life again.
Gotcha.
So what do you prefer me to do for my life in the future? Get cheated or betrayed. Yeah.
I'm not sure, bro. It's like I'm not really following what you're asking me. You're asking me how to prevent yourself from being cheated on?
Yeah, how to get a better and good relationship in the future. Okay, maybe now you got my point.
That's too broad of a question. You're basically telling me you got cheated on, and now you want to have a good relationship in the future. I mean, that's very broad of a question. Are you changing clothes right now? There's a lot of background noise going on.
Who, me?
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise on your end. A lot of ruffling.
No, sorry.
Okay.
No. Now it's better.
Yes. So, work on yourself, man. The water seats is on level. So the better you can make yourself, the stronger your boundaries, the stronger your sense of self, you'll naturally start to choose people who are a better fit for you. That's the best I can do with like that vague question, right? Like if you work on yourself, you make yourself into a better person, right? You have boundaries, you have a stronger sense of self, you're grounded. You don't have a pronounced need for external validation, you're going to naturally select for healthier partners. But as Hannah just said in the chat, there's no way to guarantee that the person that you choose will not cheat on you. That's not something that you can control.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right.
So the thing starts very smoothly. Yes, I got your point.
All right, brother. Well, best of luck to you, man. You take care. Eva, what's happening? Practice discernment. Absolutely.
Okay. I was trying to take off my AirPods. Hey, Margaret, how are you?
I'm great. How are you,
Hi,
love?
everybody. So I have a question. So I went on a date yesterday.
Okay.
It was a very good date.
Nice.
The only thing
Uh-oh.
that, I mean, I don't think it's a red flag, but then, I like to come to my wise coach,
Yeah.
on TikTok. So I'm coming to you just to make sure. So he told me that, give me 1 second, please.
Nowadays, people are more interested in texting than having meaningful conversations. I can agree. I can agree with that.
Okay, sorry, y'all. So the question is, so this is what happened. He's mentioned that his lease is ending at the end of this month, right? So he was saying that he's looking into buying a house in like June, July. So he was saying that instead of doing like month to month, he wanted to move back in with his mom for the time being. I don't think it's a red flag, but I don't know how I should take it because he's 37. So I'm like, I don't know.
So the purpose is because he's trying to
Buy a house.
buy a house? Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like
But I still feel like, why not just do like month to month? Why would you want to move back in with your mom
I mean,
at your
it's-
big old age?
That's it's financially wise, is it not?
I mean, it is, but I mean,
Sounds like a very
it
smart
makes
decision.
sense. But like now, I'm like, am I overlooking something? You know what I mean? So
No, I doubt it. That just seems like a smart decision. That's why it's like this stuff has to be within context, right? Because like in other situations, someone with that type of living situation probably would be a red flag, right? But in this situation, it's serving a very important function. Just keeping costs low so
Okay.
he can make that big of a investment, right?
Okay, cool. I didn't judge then, but then like randomly today, it just kind of popped up. And mind you, like he's financially stable. You know what I mean? It's just, for me, it was like, well, if you are financially stable and you can afford to do month to month, why not do it? But I get it. Maybe I'm doing too much.
Yeah. It's like a Western concept. Like everybody else, like will live with their family until they get like on the solid footing. But yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just a
I
smart
did that.
decision.
I'm not gonna lie. I did that until I got the down payment to buy a house. So
Yeah.
that's why, like, initially, that's a little hypocritical, I know. But that's why initially I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. Moving back in, save up your money, and, just get the house. But then I was just kind of like, well, you're kind of too old to do it at this point, and you can afford it. Why
But okay, thank you for bringing me back to my senses. It's things like that. So
No
thank
problem,
you.
Eva.
I'll keep listening and tapping. Please tap, y'all. Please tap. It's already 9:30 almost. We only have 15K. Let's make it to like 50
That's
in the
right.
next 5 minutes if we can.
That's right.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Eva. All right, Lioness.
Peace.
What's
Can you
going
hear
on?
me?
Yeah, what's going on?
I just wanted to try to get some advice on like how to go about, putting myself out there and going to like what kind of places to go. Because I did try to go to some places. I tried to go. I would say I went to like the bar, and I didn't really like what I was attracting there. I went to like some networking events. I didn't like what I was attracting there. I was attracting some very egotistical men. And so I guess I want to be like smart about where I put myself, because I'm a lover girl. Like I don't really like to have to play games and all that stuff. So
You want to play games in 2026? You got your work cut out for you. So, what type of guy are you looking for?
well, I definitely am looking for somebody that's consistent, and available. I think sometimes it's like something that is you're like, the guys that I've run into are not that's an issue right there. Consistent and available. Of course, I know a lot of times this is not something that guys care about, but I do care about if they're kind of like on my level as far as like, I'm working on a master's degree, so kind of need somebody that is educated at least,
Okay. I got you. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Got you. Okay, so you're young. So I've said this a number of times on the lives. Like, there's no such thing as like a good man convention. So like, there's no venue I could point you to where you're guaranteed to meet men of that caliber. But so the game isn't like trying to find where they're located. The game is noticing it when you come across it, right? So you have to have the discernment necessary to even notice when you are in the presence of somebody like that. That's the first thing. The second thing is the places that you were listing were like one-off environments, right? So the bar, you went there once. You said you went to networking events, right? Ideally, those are fine. Those are good. You're putting yourself out there. That's more than what a lot of people are doing right now. A lot of women are thinking they can order a man off Amazon, right? So it's like you're at least grounded in reality right now. But there's a higher tier that you can, in a way where you can position yourself. It was easier to meet people when you were in high school and college because you were in a co-ed environment where you saw the same people over and over and over again, right? Seeing them over and over again built familiarity, and then that opened the door to potential attraction, right? That's why a lot of people want to date their coworkers, because they're just around the person over and over and over again, right? So when you become an adult, you're removed from those type of environments, and you have to intentionally place yourself in those type of environments. So those are the best environments to put yourself in when it comes to meeting somebody. So you have to find environments like, give you an example, a run club would be an environment like that, right? Where you attend this thing like weekly, probably multiple times per week. And it's the same people that are coming out. That's the important thing that we're looking for. It's the same group of people. Maybe there's new people who join, but generally speaking, you're seeing the same faces. So you can build community a little bit, right? Different hobbies, different clubs, right? Start experimenting with those things. So, and when you're there, like, also build up your social environment, like your platonic connections, because a lot of dating problems are really just downstream from social problems, right? It's like the people who have more active dating lives typically have more active social lives in general. Okay? So just try to generate more social momentum in general, and then that can kind of help you with the dating aspect of things. Does that make sense?
Yep. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Just make sure when it, like Hannah just said, make sure that you take what I just said, but then also marry it with things you actually have a genuine interest. So in other words, like, don't join a run club if you hate running, right? Because you're probably not going to be compatible with people in that environment. But if you like intellectually stimulating men, you said you want men who are educated. Okay, well maybe the hobby that you choose or the club that you choose overlaps with like intelligence, right? Curiosity. So give that a try and see if that yields better fruit for you. All right.
All right, thank you.
No problem, love. You take care. Poetry Nights is a good one. I didn't even think of that one. All right, Lamaya,
Hi,
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to get advice on, my current situation. Kind of like the last question, I'm a single mom of 6 kids. I do have 3 baby fathers, and I find it hard for me to get in the dating pool and find anybody that wants to deal with me because I'm considered, baggage. I come with a lot of stuff, problems, and I don't know why they, assume that, because I have all these kids, I'm automatically a problem. But yeah, well, I have 3 baby dads, like I mentioned. 2 are locked up, and 1 is just a deadbeat, so they're not really involved. The whole situation is kind of messed up, but it impacts my dating life, so it's kind of hard to go out and actually find a real connection.
Okay.
People tend to judge me for how many kids I have. Yeah, at my age too, as well, because I am 24. So.
Okay. So 24, 6 kids. Trolling. Gotta get out of here. So rare you find a woman troller. You're a big loser. You're a female trolling. Taylor, what's going on?
Hello?
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. 1, my name is Tara. 2, so compared to everybody that I've been watching you for a long time, and honestly, my situation I feel like is very minuscule. Mm-hmm. But I just want to say, I want your opinion on what I got going on. So basically, I was in nursing school recently for like a year, right? And I met this guy. We were doing our thing. It was a situationship. But the thing is that he ended things 3 different times out of 1 year. And each time it was, his explanation was, oh, I'm trying to focus on myself. I want peace. I want, there's too much going on for me. This, that, and the third. That's basically it. Basically, to sum up his explanation. And I don't know. I just feel like, am I bugging for trying to go back to him? Recently, I'm not trying to go back to him, but also, like, does he actually fuck with me or no? Or, am I the problem? Because, mind you, backstory, he knew I was in a relationship when we first met. He knew I was in a relationship and I wasn't trying to be in it anymore. And then I ended it, and a few weeks later, he shot his shot. Mm-hmm. So, how do you feel about that?
Remind me of like the core problem here. What's the core issue that you're running into?
The core issue is that he has said several times, I feel like you're not really into this. I feel like, just be honest. Just be real with me. Whole time, I was honest with him because I felt like in the beginning he was a friend. And you know how females feel like, comfortable if you start out as friends. They be honest and they, talk their stuff, and it's not no pressure. That is how it started. Mm-hmm. And later on, when we got intimate and when we got deep into it, like maybe like 6 months in, he started saying, just be honest, just this, that, and the third. And it felt like he was sabotaging a little bit. It felt like he was sabotaging a little bit because he was asking me, oh, you're not really into this. Oh, what else do you have going on? And then he started every time, because I told you, he ended things 3 different times. He has the same pattern. Every single time he started, his emotions got down, and then he pulled away from me, and then he ended things finally with a conversation, acting like he was mature. But real life, like, he couldn't deal with the decision he wanted. He tried to make it seem like it was a mutual decision.
How long did you date him?
A year.
A year? And you said he ended things 3 times within a year?
Mm-hmm.
What was his reasoning for those 3 times?
The first time was because I made a joke or whatever. I thought we both had dark humor, so I made a joke about some family stuff because he would kind of clown his family. I was just like, I clown my family, so I thought I could make a joke. I did make a joke. He felt some type of way, but didn't express it until a few months later. That few months later, he ended things because of that. That was the first time. The second time, he said, oh, I just needed some peace. I needed to, like, you know, be by myself because there's a lot going on. I gotta pay bills. I gotta do this. Basically, adult responsibilities that everybody be going through. The third time, it was basically that second reason. And the fourth time, we both graduated. By the fourth time, it was like third time, we basically graduated, and we were trying to get into the field. You know, going into the nursing field is very hectic, and there's a lot to adjust to, which I understand. But his reasoning was, oh, I feel like I have a lot to adjust to, and I feel like I have to lock in these last 2 weeks. He left me on red, like he was silent. He ghosted me for 2 weeks and finally said, I feel like these last 2 weeks we gotta lock in, da 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 da. Mind you, I was always locked in. I've been upfront from the jump talking about, I know I have to lock in. This nursing stuff is not easy. I was always honest about that. But you using that as an excuse and also making it seem like I have, like, I'm not going.
How did y'all get back together after he ended it 3 times? How did y'all get back together after he ended it 3 times?
I accepted him back, simply like that. I accepted him back.
So he came back each time?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, within 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
Yes, each and every time he came back within 2 weeks. And my dumb self, I accepted him back because I just wanted a fun time. I'm not going, the mindset I was in, I'm not going to fight for you because I have other things going on. If you want to be here, fine. If you don't want to be here, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. And the question is what here? What's the question?
The question is, how does that type of man sound to you? He doesn't really want it, or he's trying to fight, he's fighting himself because he has other demons going on?
More the latter. But it doesn't change what needs to be done here. Like, you can't be with somebody like that, right?
Yeah.
He sounds internally conflicted, possibly fearful, avoidant from like an attachment style perspective. So people who are fearful, avoidant both want intimacy and closeness, but then simultaneously fear it. So they'll try to get it, and then that'll scare them, so they'll leave. And then the solitude will scare them, so they'll try to get it back, and it's constantly doing that. So it's kind of what you're describing.
So fearful, avoidant would make the woman seem like the problem every single time?
What happens is when they want closeness, but then when they get it, that closeness also scares them. So the same thing they want is the same thing that they fear, right? So they want closeness, they get it, they lock you down. Now the same thing they were trying to get, fear, like, terrifies them. So they have to find a way to create space. Make sense?
That does make sense. which just means I don't have time for that. Thank
Exactly.
you.
Exactly.
For confirming my intuition. Thank you.
There you go, love. Do what you gotta do. All right. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I love strawberry matcha. What's going on?
Hi, so I just want to start. Wait, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, so I just want to give some backstory a little bit. I am 27. I did not start dating till I was 25. And when I say dating, I mean nothing before that. And within these 2 years, I've ended up in one situationship that lasted for 4 months, and I learned from that. And then I think a few months after that, I got in a relationship, and we broke up almost a month ago. We were together for 8.5 months. And so I think, as someone that's a late bloomer, could you just give, I guess, some helpful tips? Obviously, with my relationship, I learned a lot from that. He broke up with me, but it was a very mutual thing. I think at 5 months, I started to maybe see he had a very codependent relationship with his mom. He was very, reliant on his dad because he worked for his dad's business, so he wasn't getting stable income. So, obviously, going forward, those are things that I'm gonna watch out for. But it's unfortunate, I'm also trying to work through me learning that maybe I start out very independently and then I end up codependent. So I guess as a late bloomer, could you give out some tips or red flags to watch out for, if that makes sense?
So what are you trying to avoid? You're trying to avoid locking in with a person that's not a good fit?
Yes, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
Obviously everything you go through is a learning experience, but I guess tips on, red flags that I should watch out for in the beginning instead of ending up in a relationship 5 months. And that was my first relationship, so for the past the last 3 months, it was an internal struggle or battle for me, should I stay with him? But then again, I'm we're almost at a year. If things don't change within a year or two, would I be happy? And the answer is no. So when he did break up with me, it was more on his terms because of the fact that he wasn't mentally ready to be in a long-term relationship. And it's at that point I was you know what, fine, you're releasing both of us. I was kind of having a internal battle, already about if I should stay with him or not. But I guess I learned that maybe a mama's boy isn't something that I want. And I feel I only know that by learning the person. But what are some red flags that I should know maybe just from talking to them? You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, it's kind of broad. It would be very difficult for me to sit here and just list out a bunch of red flags. I would tell you a couple of the most important ones, right? So as a late bloomer, the biggest thing that you're going to run into is you're still in the phase where you're even learning what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah.
Right? So that's just going to be a part of the process. So definitely pay attention to how these connections feel. Get more clarity as what you're looking for, get more clarity around what your needs are. That's going to be a big one. As far as red flags are concerned, the number one thing that you're looking for is whether or not you can trust the person. So if they're moving in a way that kind of shows that they are lacking in integrity, I would avoid it. Pay attention to behavior. Pay no attention to words. Behavior is the truth. Words are misleading. So always look at behavior. The big one that a lot of women come on these lives and ask questions about is relates to commitment. Men typically know within 3 months if they want to commit to you or not. Okay. So you're dating someone and you're seeing them at least once per week. There's no need for you to be dating them for 6 to 8 months. I've heard some people dating for years with no degree of commitment. You know, just being strung along. So that's enough to get you started.
Okay, yeah, that was it. Thank you.
No problem, love. Best of luck to you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Blessed chick, what's going on?
Good evening. How are you?
Ray, how are you?
Excuse me. I'm fine. Okay. I just turned 63 a couple of days ago, actually.
Okay.
And so I was married for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I left that situation 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I just recently started dating within the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. And I've not been familiar. I heard the term narcissistic.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know what it was. But I have learned. These old men out here tripping.
Right.
I said they even doing it in their 60s, okay?
Yeah.
So I just recently started, I just got out of a relationship last March, and it's been a long healing journey, learning what narcissistic behavior is. Of course, I was married to one, but I didn't know it was narcissistic. But then I got into one, and I really seen what narcissistic was. Mm-hmm. And so I think I'm kind of guarded now. And so, and a bit self-sabotaging because I don't trust nobody. Mm-hmm. So I just recently started dating this guy, and we had a really great date. We communicate very well and everything. And so, you know, I just kind of shot him a text message. You know, you just shoot somebody a text message. You know, because he's very articulate, and he's, you know, he's a really good businessman and everything. I just shot him a little text. Matter of fact, this morning it said, you know, how I like the way he articulates and stuff. I said, you know, I could kind of hear your voice is occupying a space in my mind. And he said, he shot me back one and said that he wants to occupy more spaces in my life. And so that kind of threw me for a loop. But I'm like, now, you know, I'm too old to be playing with people. And I'm trying to say now, because I didn't know how to respond back to him from that. He said that at 9 o'clock this morning, and it's taking me all day to try to shoot him something back. Because I'm like, what are we getting at now?
Yeah. Okay. Pops got game a little bit. I see him.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know, he tried to take me too fast. I don't, you know, I'm like, what is he getting at? I didn't know how to take that. So I'm just kind of, I don't know what to do about the situation.
So you don't know how to respond? That's the problem here?
Right.
Okay. You could just send them something cute like we might can make that happen. Things go well. You know, okay. Keep it like that. Keep it like that.
I'm guarded now. You know, I'm guarding my heart now. I said, because I think sometimes I'm an overthinker, right? Uh-huh. And so I think that I kind of shot it. The message that I was sending him back was like, I really just need him to elaborate on that because I'm like, what are we getting at right now? Uh-huh. I don't know about shooting no little cutesy stuff. You know, I want to know what you're talking about. I'm a straight shooter. What are you talking about?
You've been out of the game for a minute. He's just flirting with you a little bit. That's all.
Okay.
He's flirting with you. Just a little playful banter. That's all.
Listen, that's what I said. I said, listen, I'm 63, you 65. We ain't got time to be playing that here.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I'm just trying to see where he going with this, because I'm like, I ain't got time for no more games now. I've been locked down for 15 years, and I ain't trying to be playing with nobody, and I'm this old.
Uh-huh. All right, so are you looking ultimately to get married again, or how are you thinking about that?
I would like to, because, you know, I think marriage can be a good thing with the right person.
Mm-hmm.
That was my second marriage. And at the first marriage, I was just 25, and we just, we got pregnant and we got married. We lost the baby, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
So it was 17 years between husbands.
Okay.
So, and then that wasn't so well. So now this new dating game thing, and these old men, they got some game out here, and I'm
they do.
Y'all too old for this. We got one foot in the grave. We ain't got time to be playing with y'all like this.
You gotta enjoy it though. You gotta enjoy the energy. That's what this phase is for. This new time. You're just not connecting with somebody new. It's like, you gotta enjoy the vibes, enjoy the connection. Just be a bit playful, not read into everything that's said. Right. Just enjoy the moment, and things will clarify.
That's my problem. I'm a serious person all the time, but I don't really know how to be playful.
Well, then he might bring that part out of you, right?
Okay.
He might bring that out of you. That's a good thing.
Not one foot in the grave, girl. Yeah. Okay, thank you, baby.
Absolutely. You'll get more clarity as time progresses. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, love. Best of luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. We love to see it. We love to see it. I think Buddy been watching my videos. Low key. Jenny, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Thank you for your time. I was just I don't know how I got out here, but I guess it was just in my feeds. But I've been dating for a while, and I've been learning like so much. About so much, I mean, like I've been running into like guys who are not ready for commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, it don't takes. I know the lady before me mentioned something about narcissists. I did date one, but I figured it out within 3 months because it was like, if you're in a person, they pretty much make you feel like you're crazy when you're not. Okay, it's like one thing where you can't change them and they'll never change. So I understand that part. But then another part came when I started dating this other guy, where he was more of avoidant. And I didn't figure that out until later on. Because I had to play back the things that happened. I'm like, well, like things that people would normally talk about during relationships. Like just, those normal, like getting to know you. And then when it gets to like the questions about, far as like, children, family, and things along those lines, it just seems like it scares men off in general. If it's not their idea, it pretty much scares them. And it's just been the guys I've been running into is like, I am ready for the next step, but it's like all about finding like, is the guy ready? I mean, because if he's not ready, then it's like you're wasting time. You should move on. They say move on to the next guy. Just go ahead and move on. But it's kind of like, it's easier said than done because especially when you start talking about important topics like credit, where you want to live, how many kids do you want, all these important things that we all at some point, well, women-wise, I don't know about the men. I know men say they got 40, 50 years or whatever the case. But it's like at that point, it's like, you have to ask yourself, like, what does this person really want? And I don't know what it is now. People don't want to talk about these topics. And if they do talk about them, it's like, they get scared. So I'm just like, from your perspective, I'm just trying to, I'm really ready to settle that. I don't have any kids of my own, and I'm just kind of prepared for the next step. And I don't lead with like aggression. I let the man lead the way. I let them show me what do they have, to offer. In my own opinion, look, I think I am, I'm chill, but it's like when you find somebody that's chill and they're like, well, hold on, she ain't got nothing to do. It's like when a person is good, it just seems like it's always something gonna be found wrong, even though this person is pretty much good, it's always something. I don't know what it is. Like, do you want some drama? Look, some drama to come with it.
Okay, so what's the question here?
So my question is, how do we, do I continue, even though I like this person, do I continue to, give time to them, to give them time to want to grow into a relationship? Or what is your,
Oh, so you're dating somebody currently right now?
It's on and off. It's kind of on and off. It's like I'm trying to give time.
Why is it?
Also, it's like you don't have, it's like people say you don't have time. So it's like,
why is it on and off?
Well, because it's like, I think it's more me dragging it out more so because of how he initially treated me in the beginning. More so like I'm trying to get back to that, and it's like hard to get back to that part of the initial, like all the things he did for me in the beginning.
Okay. So how long have you been dating this person?
3 months.
How many times has it ended since you've been dating him?
2.
Okay, well, this is not going to work. 3 months? The way that you even described this, it sounded like you were talking about like a 2-year-long relationship or something. Talking about 3 months at the beginning. It's still the beginning. Mm-hmm. You said, you're about how he treated me in the beginning. It's still the beginning. It's a 3-month-long.
I'm saying like the first 2 weeks, like I'm talking about that, you know, like within that window, like those first 2 weeks is like everything is like, you know, what they say, like, you know, everything is all good. And then it's kind of like.
Hold on. No. Everything's supposed to still be all good. It's supposed to still be all good. It's 3 months. It's still supposed to be all good. You ain't out the honeymoon phase. If you connecting with somebody in 3 months and y'all are having like real big problems, it's gonna get a lot worse. This person is still in their best behavior to a degree. So,
but he not the one. Then what they somebody these comments who they coming in, he not the one. So,
all right, you gotta leave this one alone. Now back to your other question. When you start dating men, how soon are you talking about like kids and stuff like that?
Well, I don't bring that up unless they bring it up. When they start asking me like my thoughts on it, then that's when I'll share.
Okay, that's good.
That's kind of how I do. Cause I think, you know, I think men should, you know, be the one that lead that conversation anyway. Just like they're the ones to initiate proposals. Yeah. I think they should initiate. You know,
but you said
it makes sense.
You said earlier that when you bring that stuff up, they run. So they're bringing it up, and then you respond, and then they run.
Well, I'm saying like avoidant, like okay, for example, like you know how somebody asks you a question, you'll answer it. Mm-hmm. But then when you ask them that same question back, it's more of like a vague answer. It's not in depth. Like it's more of just a vague response. Like they don't want to tell their side, but they want to know more of what you got going on.
So they're asking you, do you want kids? And then you answer. And then you ask them, do they want kids? Or how many kids they want? And then they're vague?
Right. It's kind of like one of those things, like, you know how if somebody asks you something and you answer, then you know, vice versa, like you're getting to know them. It's like, you know, like it's kind of like, I don't know how to, it's like one of those things like you give them information about you, but you're not receiving that same information back from them that, you know, like having a conversation. It's like you got to keep the conversation going. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the conversation, then it's like, then they won't, you know, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it's like, if we don't ask the questions, then we won't know. So it's like, I don't know, it just seems so, I don't know, it's just so weird.
Okay. But I'm still trying to understand when they run, because I think you said that for a reason.
Okay, so by run, I'm saying like, not physically run, but I'm saying like, far as the conversation. Like when you get like into those deeper questions, like I mentioned about the kids and all this, I'm saying it's like when you start in other words, trying to get to know them, like who they are inside, not just what they present to the world as in like performance. Then it's kind of like, no, I can't have this person. It's kind of like the feeling of, okay, I can't have this person get too close to me because they might use it against me. They might try to hurt me, even though it's not what you're trying to do. But I guess some people get that type of feeling where they have to stay closed off from the person that's trying to get to know them. In other words, they run from closeness and they run to chaos. Like, you know, I don't know if y'all ever ran into people who like chaos. They run to it. Versus they should be running to a healthy relationship, not one that brings them chaos.
Okay. So when you say that they run, you're basically saying they dodge the question.
Correct. Exactly. Okay. So that's why it's the word they call it avoidant, because
no, that's not how avoidant people work. Avoidant people don't seem to be avoidant at the beginning.
Right, they put on a presentation, which is what I was saying about the performance. They perform like, okay, until it gets to those deeper questions.
No, that's when even the deeper questions they can answer. Avoidant people only start to become avoidant when you get too close to them, like they start caring about you. right? That's not avoidance. You're not describing someone with avoidant attachment.
Okay, so but the thing is, even if they care, they still have to get to that point where they be like, okay, I'm gonna choose this person, even though this is hard for me. I'm gonna choose this person, and that's pretty much what marriage is. You continue to choose this person every day, even after the marriage.
I mean, yeah.
But they're not choosing to grow, and also choosing to grow. And if they're not choosing to grow and they're not ready, it's like it's time to either. Because you can't force a person to grow.
Okay, we're talking. Hold on one second, Jenny. We're talking about like 10 different things right now. Is there like another question that you need answered? I just want to help you, so I want to like really laser in on like the actual problem. But right now we're talking about 6 different things at one time. So what was your original question? I lost it.
Okay, so my original question is like, should I continue to talk to this person? Like, just keep me, reaching out, being not consistent, but more of like at distance, but still consistent.
No, this person, you should leave this person alone. Every person you say yes to, you're saying no to everybody else, right? So this person could prevent you from meeting the person that you actually supposed to be with.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem, love. Best of luck to you. Hannah in the building.
Hi, lovies.
It's been a minute, Hannah. Where you been at?
All right. I'm a little lit. You guys forgive me. But my question is, I really want to know if I'm tripping.
Okay.
At the end of the day. So right. I've told you about the guy I met that was on Pop the Balloon. And I just feel like he's moving so much faster than I'm moving. Like, at this point, I feel like he likes me a lot more than I like him.
Uh-oh.
And usually in dynamics, I'm the clingy one. I'm the one that's like, oh my gosh, why isn't he texting me? Like, every little thing, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm triggered. But for once, it's him. So I'm just like, is this turning me off because I'm not being the anxious one here, or do I just not like him like I think I like him?
How long have you been dating?
When did we? Back in November. I think that was our first date, back in November. But I've known him for a few years now.
And how is his clinginess showing up?
So originally when we started talking, he found his match on Pop the Balloon, and I was just like, I don't want you to feel like you shouldn't explore your options just because me and you have gone on a date. Go have your fun while you're single. And for him, I guess he's not used to that. He's used to women being very like, oh, where you going? Who you with? What time you gonna be back? And I'm like, no, like, you're a single man. Go have fun. So it's like that means like not being so like on him about everything has pushed him to kind of like be that way with me, where he's just like, I don't know where we stand. And I'm like, I absolutely like you. I'm trying to pace myself, because normally I will jump into these dynamics and 6 months down the line, I start finding things that I don't like. And then I'm like, oh, if I had just taken more time in the beginning, I wouldn't be here right now. Like, I'm just learning you. Like, I like everything I'm seeing so far. It's just, I'm just trying to take my time. Whereas he is just like, oh, I want you over here every day. He's offered me a key to his crib. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I don't need a key. And he's just like, I mean, if you're gonna be over here every day, I might as well. I'm like, no, I don't want to be just invading your space like that. So I'm just like, I don't know.
So you getting kind of like icked out a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. You getting icked out.
It's cute, but it's also like,
nah, you getting icked out. You don't like him.
The women that he's dated, and I'm like, I'm his first bad bitch. I'm sorry.
So you trying to lock that down expeditiously, huh?
Like, I feel like he's just trying to lock it down just because he's used to women who are a lot more like conservative and like reserved, and I'm very like, fuck it, let's go party, let's have a good time. Like, I'm not so rigid with him. And I don't think he's used to that. So now he's just like, okay, you're pretty, you're very fun, you're into me, you're stimulating, let me lock it down. And I'm like, let's take our time and like get to know each other more.
Yeah, I mean, I think you called in for a reason, Hannah. You called in for a reason. And this is like the advice I'm giving men. It's like you gotta pace it, especially nowadays. This is also like showing like how complex this stuff is. Like, even though I'm a dating coach and I like offer models and frameworks for things, there's still things you can't control, variables you can't control, like timing, right? Like, you move completely differently before you met this person in terms of like how you engaged and the pace that you connected with people. Had he met you previously, this could have played out completely differently, right?
Yeah.
But now that you're taking your time with it, it's like, and he met you in this season where like you're being more intentional about the pacing, it's like, it's probably not going to work out. I think like once you start getting to the place where you get icked out by the person, on like the woman side of things, it's probably a done deal. This is another situation where you're just getting more safety than spark. Right? Would you describe it that way?
Yeah, because even today, he was just like, I had made a joke about getting married, and he was like, well, realistically, like, what's your timeline? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know we was getting to that conversation.
Yeah.
So, you know, I told him my timeline. He's like, okay, so I have this amount of time. I'm like, I don't know if we're there yet, but
yeah.
And it's not, he's genuinely a good guy. Like, he's not like a lot of times I can see it ahead of time where I'm like, oh, this guy isn't that great, but I feel like, you know, there's potential. But with him, it's like he's genuinely just a wholesome guy, and like in comparison, I feel very like wild and free. So I'm just like, like, I thought, oh, he's intentional, this is gonna be great, but it's just like there are a lot of spots where I feel like maybe we don't align, and he is a little too willing to compromise on his end, where I'm not. So he's like, oh, you know, whatever you want, it's whatever you want to do, and I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm leading the dynamic. Like, I want you to set the tone. I want you to set the program and let me get on your program. Like,
yeah.
And that's not what's happening.
There's no polarity.
Exactly.
There's no polarity in the dynamic, and it's like, yeah, it's just not gonna work, unfortunately. Man, you should send them my content. You should send. That should be like future for the first date. Just shoot him the link. Let him binge some videos, so he'll come with a game plan. But yeah, that's what happens. It's like it happens all the time. It's what I tell clients. It's what I tell guys in my content. Like, you don't want to emotionally outpace the woman that you're dating, right? If she's not giving you any kind of indications that she's ready to be locked down, then you don't try to force that upon her. Even in subtle ways, right? To where like your future pacing and talking about like, when we do this, right? When we like, oh yeah, I'll give you a key to my place next week. It's like it comes across like too thirsty a little bit.
Yeah.
And when you're not there emotionally as a woman, you just feel pressured, and you naturally are going in the opposite direction. You were going to pull away regardless. You're just in the phase where like you're kind of justifying it in a sense where it's like, okay, let me find a clean narrative to make this make sense. But like from a nervous system perspective, you've already made your decision. Right? Like your nervous system's already pulling away. Now you're in the part where it's like, okay, let me find a nice clean narrative to justify this pullback. That's not to say that it's wrong either. It's just what happens. It doesn't feel right. And because it doesn't feel right, you retreat.
Yeah, you're right. Because I'm like, oh, we just have so much in common, and like, he just takes such good care of me, and I'm just like, but I don't like the fact that he bends to me. Like, I don't like it. I'm used to men who are just like, this is what it is. Either you get with it or get lost. I'm like, oh, I like you enough to get with it. So.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you haven't described like an unhealthy dynamic, right? You just want someone who has a strong sense of self, who is embodying the masculine role, right? And who wants to lead the dynamic, not in like a domineering way, but just in like a I have certainty about my direction way.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, that's just what it is, man. It's unfortunate, but you might have to go ahead and cut this off. He might have got to go back to where the balloons are. You know? House of Balloons. He might got to go back. Turn to the Weeknd.
But I don't know what it is about me ending up with guys that were on Pop the Balloon, but it's happening a little too frequent for my liking. I need you men to stop going on Pop the Balloon, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, where are you meeting them at?
So for him, I met him in church a while back.
Oh, same guy. Okay.
Yeah. And then the other guy I met on TikTok, and I was just like, oh, you know, I didn't think anything of it, but I kept running into him while we were out and about. And I'm like, hey, I know you actually. And then from there, he asked me on a date, and then, you know, we know how that went. Oh, well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I hate that you gotta go back to the drawing board, but, you know, it is what it is.
Please, golly. No, I'm not in Arizona. I'm in Dallas.
Yeah, let the chat know. Let the chat know. There might be some guys in the chat right now that's in Dallas as well. Might want to go ahead and slide them DMs real quick. Who have not been on Pop the Balloon, by the way.
I guess I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm too picky. That's why I was just like, maybe I should get a little advice. Because, like, am I just looking for a reason because he's a good guy and, like, this is not the dynamic I'm used to?
No, it's just...
other guys that I've dated that were more anxious, it didn't show up in this manner. It was more so, like, they would pick a fight if they felt like we weren't connecting. And I'm just like, oh, baby, if you miss me, that's all you got to say.
Yeah.
You don't have to pick a fight with me.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, okay, yeah, I miss you and I just don't like this feeling.
Yeah. I don't think you're too picky. It's like, because when you were describing like the type of guy like that you lean into, I was looking for contradictions. So I was looking like, okay, is the type of man that you're looking for or that you respond positively to, is it also someone that you can't have a good connection with, right? Not the case. Not the case. You may be looking for someone that's a bit more rare, right? Again, you're trying to find the person that has both spark and safety, right? Most guys are not going to offer that. It's just the reality. The desirable guys are probably going to just be desirable, right? And then the safe guys are probably just going to be safe. It is rare to find someone who is both desirable and safe, who has both spark and safety. It's not a lot of guys out there like that, right? So if you want to find something that's a bit more rare, then you just have to be a bit patient in order to find it. Same thing is true for women. It's not spark and safety also applies to women. It's just a rare thing. Because to have both means that you're integrated. Integrated is psychological growth. Not many people are integrated, right? But they've integrated multiple aspects of their psyche and have become more whole. We're all like on the path of becoming more psychologically whole. Even the people we try to pair bond with are people who represent what we have not yet integrated to a certain degree. When I first met my ex, she was very independent. I was not very independent. I was more dependent. I met her when I was young, right? I remember admiring that about her, how independent she was, because she lost like her mother and stuff like that when she was young and didn't know her father. But that was me psychologically being like, I need to integrate those traits.
Right.
So then I connected with her, and then through being with her, when you're younger, that's kind of what's going on. That's why I say opposites attract to a certain degree. You are trying to become psychologically whole, and then you see somebody who represents what you're lacking, so then you get with them as a symbolic gesture of integration psychologically. I'm going off on a tangent. My apologies. But ultimately, what you are looking for is something that's a bit more rare. But it's possible. It's out there. It's going to take you leaning into patience to find it.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
same thing is true for me, man. It's like it's very difficult out here, especially as you become the type of person who. I was thinking about this today. I was gonna make some content on it. It's like when you're the type of person who's looking to grow psychologically, become more developed, you know, and you think that takes away your options, but really it just reveals how few options really exist. Because most people get into relationships, they're getting into relationships because either due to trauma bonds, either due to they can't be alone, right? Yeah. Because they have attachment issues. It's not like because they're like genuinely choosing the person. It's because they're lacking something or they're not developed. So most relationships are like that.
And that attachment issues, I'm like, oh, every time I see it now, I'm like, thanks, Marquette. Yeah. Now that you pointed it out, like it's all I can see, and I'm like,
you gotta see it. You gotta see it. But then as you heal and you become more whole, right? And you've integrated those qualities. So now you're not even choosing people from like lack anymore. You're choosing people because you just genuinely would like to be with them. There's not many people like that. Yeah. It's hard. And then the people who do have those type of issues, you're polarizing to them because it's like they know you don't have like that dysfunction that they're used to. They know you don't need them, right? So anyway, I'm gonna go off on too many tangents, but ultimately what I'm saying is that it is rare. What you're looking for is rare, and rare does not mean impossible though. It's just you're gonna have to lean more into patience. That's it. And notice it when you see it, right? So like when you do come across a guy like that, be able to notice it. But the guy that you recently dealt with, like the one you told me about before was just all spark, right? All spark, all desire. And then the one that you met after him, the one that you're talking about now is just all safety. Yeah. And you're trying to find a mixture of both. And it's
hard. I thought it was going to be easier since I'm so aware of it now, but it is so much harder. Yeah. And it starts to make me question myself. Like all this time I thought I was so like anxious, but like in this dynamic, that's not how I'm showing up. So I'm like, oh my gosh, What if I'm not anxious?
Well, I won't say you're not anxious. You didn't like him a lot. So you never got to the place to become anxious. You're not afraid of losing something that like, you just weren't afraid of losing him, right? Because you didn't value him to that degree.
Yeah.
You have to like him for you to be anxious. Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. So I was like, dang it. Like, it got to a point where I was just like, I feel like every good guy that comes around, I just don't like them. And is it because they're a good guy that I don't like them? Or is it just like something else? So
I don't think that's the case. I think most good guys, what you would call good guys, are just safety heavy. Yeah. That's all it is. They're just safety heavy. I would tell you if that was the case. You haven't said, I mean, maybe it is, but you haven't said anything to make me think that. You haven't said anything. It's just a lot of the guys who are quote unquote good guys, they just don't know how to be desirable. They're good, right? They're noble, principled, right?
Not just telling me about the Jezebel spirit. Your mama. Boy, y'all gotta chill in the chat. Y'all be so rude sometimes.
So it's like, yes, it's you're trying to find someone who's desirable and is safe simultaneously or good simultaneously, and it's just a rare thing. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of women have the same problem. There's plenty of guys that complain about it because there's plenty of good. I mean, I've made content on this kind of stuff, right? Like, you're the good guy, you try to do everything the right way, but it's like they never did learn the lesson of how to be desirable, and that's the thing that's shooting them in the foot. And they only get the women who are who prioritize safety. Some women do. They prioritize like men who are more safe. For whatever reason, they don't prioritize like desire that heavily. Could be because of bad experiences. Could be because they've entered into a phase of life where that's more important. Like maybe they have kids. You know, maybe they got 2 kids at home. They're like, all right, I need provisioning. Right. So then they just prioritize safety.
This past year being more like social and wanting to like mingle has also changed that. Because before it was like, oh, I'm okay being a homebody and being Betty Crocker, and now I'm just like, I want to have fun. Like, I don't ever want to lose that like fun spirit in me. I want to be 60 years old twerking at the bingo table. Like, I just want to always be fun and just like enjoy my life, because you only get to be here once. And there has to be a good balance. You can't just be boring until you die.
Agreed.
So, fingers crossed, chat. We're gonna find them. We're gonna find them.
Just be patient. Just be patient. Y'all can spread this content. It'll help. Like, people be like, why aren't you helping women? It's like, I kind of am. Just like, it's a second order effect of what I'm currently doing. So like, if I'm helping men become more desirable, more attractive, then that helps women by extension, right? Because it just gives you a bigger pool to choose from. So yeah, just be patient. Just be patient. All right.
Thank you, Marquette.
No problem, love.
You guys, start tapping that screen. We're not even at 50K yet. Let's get to it. There's too many people here. Let's get into it, okay?
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna let y'all go, but tap those screens.
Appreciate you, Hannah. All right. Who else we got? Lily Prosperity.
Hi, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I wanted to ask you a question.
Sure.
I'm kind of new to the game of dating. I was married for 22 years, and now, I took my time to heal and do everything, that you're supposed to do. Because when I did go on the dating pool after my divorce, I just attracted, whatever I was in the moment. So I just took a whole year to work on myself and work on my my mindset, my emotions, everything. So now I joined this nice gym, and there's a lot of nice looking people there. And, and I just don't want to just pick the first guy, even though, there's a lot of people that are asking for my number, but I just don't give it to them, because I'm just at the point of my life where I don't want to waste my time with people that they're not intentional. And, and so it's like, I just want to move in. I just want to move smart and, and not really be seen like I'm giving everybody my number.
Okay. So what's the question here?
That's my question. My question was, how do I move in this new environment? And so I can, when people ask for my number, and how do I move? So it's because everybody knows that everybody in the gym, so I don't want to be like I'm going out with this guy and that guy and stuff like that. So how do I move smart in that environment?
It's tricky. It's tricky. Because yeah, what you're saying is very true. Like, when you're dating within a static environment, meaning like you're dating an environment where you're seeing the same people, reputation is something that you definitely have to consider. But when it comes to being smart, as far as who you give your number to, you're just not going to know. You're just going to have to embrace some risks. You have to, in order to get to know the person, you have to date the person. Do you know anyone platonically in the gym? Do you have friends in the gym?
No. I just joined the gym 2 weeks ago.
Okay. How many guys have asked for your number at the gym so far?
5.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're putting up numbers. All right. 5 in a couple of weeks. But I only
gave it to one guy. And when I started talking to him, he was just not allowing, and I just cut him off the next day after the first day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you want to play the long game. I would try to befriend some women at the gym, because they're gonna have more awareness of who these guys are, and you'll be able to learn if these men have reputations, right? If they're shooting at you, I can guarantee, as someone who shot in the gym quite often, they're shooting at you, they're shooting at others for sure. So making friends at the gym will be a good move. That'll give you some intel. Still not going to put you in a position to where you're gonna have a guaranteed outcome, but at least like the problematic individuals, you'll be able to avoid them. But ultimately, there's always going to be some inherent risk with this, which you've already experienced, right? You gave your number to one guy and he was kind of weird, so you know.
Yeah, so I guess that's it. And so my other question, since we're talking about like I'm new to the game and I prefer to move slow, like what it would be your tip on someone that is not, hasn't been in the game and things like that. Like, I know that I'm very like intuition, like my intuition is really high, so I can sense when people, have good intentions, but that's not always the case. So how could I, like, just like I said, move smart and in this dating world, once I do get into fully.
Okay. It's kind of vague. Like, what are you trying to avoid? What do you mean by move smart? Like, what are you afraid of happening?
I just don't want to waste time with people that are not intentional. Oh yeah, filter. How do I filter men better, I guess?
Well, even when it comes to wasting time, love, like there's not much you can do, right? Because you have to date the person to. People reveal themselves over time. You're not like making them take like a personality test or a polygraph test on the first date, right? So it's like they're going to have to reveal themselves over time. So there is going to be some degree of like you're going to have to invest some time and then learn that this person's not a good fit for you. That's just part of the game. So you got to embrace that. And I'm only bringing that up because a lot of women come from this place of like, okay, I don't want to waste time. And then that causes them to like go on a first date and start asking interview questions and putting a lot of pressure on the connection, which just scares men off, right? Start asking questions on the first date, like, have you been to therapy? How many kids do you want? It's like, he's out the door. Because he's like, whoa, I don't know if I like you yet. Like, can we just vibe for a second? So you got to get out of that mentality of like wasting time. Now with that though, like, yes, you do want to be discerning. You do want to have discernment, right? So you want to pay attention to behavior. All right, behavior rules all. That's where the truth lies. Behavior. It bears repeating because I say that a lot, but people still buy into what they're being told. Behavior does not lie. If the behavior is contradicting the words, always trust the behavior. Okay? That eliminates all confusion. And with men, you want to make sure that they are being consistent over time.
Yeah.
Consistent over time, which again requires time. So you're not going to get to a place where you just have certainty right out the gate. It's not going to work that way.
Okay. All right. Thanks for letting me know that. And I'll be a little bit more patient, I guess.
There we go, Lily. Well, best of luck, love, all right?
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Chad, was Lily bad? Do I need to follow Lily? 5 number requests, 2 weeks in the new gym. Lily got something going on. I got to investigate. What's going on, Ray?
Hey, how everyone doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I don't know, night, evening. Anyways, my question to you is how to date.
How to date?
So,
okay.
I guess I'm a person that when I meet someone, I only deal with one person at a time, and that's not right. I know it's not. And I end up in long situations that I know I shouldn't even be in because I don't date. I guess I don't date multiple people to see, like, yes, you're good for me, or no, you're not good for me. I just settle with one person, and I get, I guess, accustomed to the flow of that thing, and then by the time I look up, I've wasted a year, 2 years, 3 years. So, how do I date?
So you naturally want to date one person at a time? Is that what you're telling me?
No, that's what I naturally do. So if I meet someone and we're vibing and I feel like it could go somewhere, I don't date other people.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Okay, but the problem is with me not dating other people, I feel like, how can I say this? Like, I think at that point I put too much time and energy in one person and it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, so you're dating one person at a time, and you come from this place where it's like, okay, well, this ended up not working. Had I dated multiple other guys simultaneously, at least I would have other connections that I can test out.
Yes.
Okay. You think that's how it works. You think that's how it makes sense. That's logical. Doesn't work that way usually.
It doesn't.
Nope.
So dating one person is right.
I think that's where you can actually take the fullness of the person in.
Okay.
Right.
So you feel like it should be a timeline?
No, like you date them until like you find out whether or not y'all are incompatible. If you find y'all are incompatible, then obviously you're probably in the connection. And if y'all are compatible, then you keep going, right? But it's like there are plenty of people dating multiple people simultaneously, and then none of the connections work out. Right. It doesn't increase your odds. It sounds like it would, but it doesn't. It doesn't work.
To me, it's just too much. It's too, I don't want to deal with different people with too many energies. It just be too much going on, and I don't like how it feels dating multiple people.
Dating one person is draining.
Yes.
Try to date 3. And here's the thing: if you're dating 3, you are naturally going to conserve your energy and just like give less to each connection. Right. And think about each connection less. So you're not even really doing your job appropriately because your attention is scattered, right? I'm not saying anything is wrong with dating multiple people. It's just also nothing is wrong with dating one person at a time. It's really a matter of temperament, how you want to go about doing it. If you think that like, and that's why I wanted to start with that, because it's like, I knew you were entering into the conversation with the assumption that if you dated multiple people, then you would probably have improved outcomes. And that's just not true. There's plenty of people who have dated and juggled multiple people and then every connection was just lost. It's just how it is, unfortunately. You can't force it. I think, like, I say this often in lives. I don't know if you're like a Christian. I have come from the Christian faith. It's like God controls, timing, seasons, and harvest. So, like, we try to figure out how we can rush the process or optimize the process. Like, you can't really do it. You can position yourself in a way. You can make yourself more attractive. You can make yourself a higher quality person. So the type of person that you connect with is higher quality as well, right? You can control those variables. You can't control the timing of when you meet the person you're supposed to be with. You just can't. There's no coach out there. There's no piece of information that can make it happen, right? We desperately want it because we want certainty. We want clarity, right? We want to know we're making a sure bet, but it does not work that way.
But I feel like now I have gotten to the stage where I want someone, but I don't want anyone. It doesn't make sense. Like, I want a person to be like a companionship, and maybe we go out, have a few drinks. You stay over my house, I come to your house, but you have your own space. Like, I don't. That's the type of thing I want. I don't want to be nobody saying let's move in together or in my space to space all the time. I don't want that.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. What made that shift? Have you always been that way?
I like being alone. I really do, but I do like being with people as well, but I love my solitude. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes I just want to be by myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just to recharge, because I give so much to so many people. A lot of people pull on me and depend on me, and so sometimes I just like being by myself.
I hear you. Nothing wrong. You just find someone who's on that same type of timing.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, one by one, there's nothing wrong with that. I would say that, like, if you want to think strategically about this.
AI boyfriends on the way.
Say what?
Somebody said, don't worry, AI boyfriends are on the way.
Yeah, it's like I feel like if you're gonna do one at a time, you got to be like a lot more discerning. So a lot more like intentional about the people that you give your energy to. If you're gonna do multiple, you can be a little bit more lax. So it just depends
Yeah.
on like which approach aligns with you the most. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's people out there's guys out there that feel the exact same way who just they want like a domestic partnership. They don't really want anyone all in their space, you know. So you can find someone who has the same type of proclivities.
Yeah. Well, do you have any suggestions? Where do I need to find said people?
Where have you been finding men so far?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I tried the dating app. I couldn't do that. That was too much for me. I like to meet people face to face, like, you
Okay.
know. So again, I say I've been in a long term relationship. So me and my ex husband, I was married. We've been divorced for 17 years, though. He was my high school sweetheart. So that's a long relationship. Then I was in a relationship with a best friend that took me 12 years. So like I've always been in long term relationships. I did meet someone on Facebook, and that lasted 6 years. So
You keep them for a while, huh?
and then they don't want to leave me alone, but they don't want to be with me either, you know. So
Interesting. I mean, same advice I give out every live. You just go to environments where you see the same people over and over again. You need to be a regular somewhere.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I just moved back to my hometown from Chicago, so maybe I'll try that.
Yeah,
Finding someplace I can be a regular.
be a regular somewhere. Maybe try out hobbies where there's going to be like a co-ed type of vibe. And yeah, just be a regular somewhere where people can see you over and over and over again. The same people.
Alrighty.
Okay?
Hey, thank you so much.
No problem, love. You take care.
Have a good night.
You too. Benicia?
Yes, Benicia.
I got it right?
Yes.
Perfect. What's going on, love?
How are you doing? It's my first time here.
Welcome.
Actually, my first time on any calling about relationship or stuff like that.
Nice.
So I'm in a relationship, but I just want to ask a few questions.
Okay.
So I'm living with my baby dad. So we've been together from 2021 of April, and I had a baby for him in 2023. It's his first child. He's 54 now, and I don't know. Yes, somebody says she's Caribbean. Yes, I'm Caribbean. But anyway, sometimes I wonder, like, you know, based on my experience back then, I had 3 relationships before. This is my 4th relationship. I'm 38. But I don't like to jump from relationship to relationship. So I try to, see if things gonna work or see if things gonna be better. Not that I'm having so much of a problem here. It's more like I'm thinking, is he at the place where I am, or is he heading the direction that I want to go? I'm telling you, like, I'm a loving person. I'm very romantic, and I like to be, feel the same way, I treated the same way. My thing is, it's so hard for him to say, I love you, babes. Or when I get off work, I'm used to, like, in the past relationships that I used to have, I'm so used to my, ex then. When I get off work, they would hug me, kiss me, hey, babes, how is your day? How is your day? You okay? Stuff like those. And when I'm going to work, we used to normally do the same thing, going to work. But for some reason, I don't know if it's the age difference, why he thinks that he don't have to do those stuff. But I think as being 38, there's more that I want to feel love. I want to, want to come home because I know I'm going to be greeted at the door with, hey, babes, welcome home. How was your day? Something nice.
Okay.
So I don't want to say he doesn't love me. I just want to know, like, is there something that can be done to change that about him? Because he just think that is the norm. I don't have to say it, or you're here and that's enough. Stuff like those.
And you say you're 38. How old is he?
He's 54.
Okay. And that's the father of your child?
Yes.
Okay. Have you talked to him about this?
Yes.
What is his response?
He just think that it's a norm. You don't have to say it. He just think that, oh, you maybe you see it on the internet, or your friends, they are getting it, so you think you need it too.
Okay. How long have you been with him?
We've been together from 2021.
2021. Did he ever do this for you?
When we just got together, like for the first year, everything was like that.
So for the first year, he was acting this way. He was acting
Yes.
like the way that you would like him to act now.
Yes.
Okay, so he's capable of doing this then. He knows that it's important to a degree.
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking what to do in this situation? Is that your question?
What advice would you give? Like, do I just let him be, or should you really try to do a little better?
It's not much you can do. There's not much you can do in this situation. Because you did the most important thing, you know, which a lot of people don't do, which is you communicated your needs, right? You're saying like, hey, I need this, right?
Yeah.
And he basically told you, mm-mm. So you can't force him. So it's either you just accept that he's probably not going to do this and just maybe, you know, minimize how important you find this to be, right?
Yeah.
Or, you know, think about leaving the situation, right? But it's really depends on how you want things to go. Because why do you think this is?
To be like
Why do you think?
a romantic moment.
Got you. Why do you think him greeting you at the door like that? Why do you think this is so important to you?
I mean, it doesn't really have to be at the door, or because okay, for me, I'll do like say on my off days, I'll make special meal because I like to cook, so I cook every other day. But on my day off, I'll do something different. So I would make special meal. I'll make some different juices. Wear different outfits, just different stuff, because that's just me. But it doesn't change nothing. You just come, sit, eat, and get up, and that's it.
Okay. So you're basically saying like you're making an effort, but he's not making an effort.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I get it, love. I get it, but it's like you have to make the decision if this is a deal breaker for you or not.
I don't like to start over, so I try to do stuff to see if it's gonna change anything. Because I'm not the one to like be in a relationship for years and then get up and just start something new.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with my baby's just 2. I don't want to take her away from her dad. I don't want to like have somebody else being around her, trying to be a dad. So I rather like want to make it work than to just get up and leave.
Yeah, I get it. It's a hard situation because you're in a situation where it's like what you're describing doesn't sound like a situation where you would leave somebody over, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like a big thing. I'm not saying it's not important, but it doesn't sound like somebody's being mean to you or they're mistreating you or they're cheating on you or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But then also it's like you would like it as well, right? You'll make a little effort. So
yes.
What you can also do in this situation is those little things that you're doing to make him smile, you can pull back on him a little bit.
I tried that. It doesn't work.
So he didn't even notice?
No, he did like, okay, so he like his cooked meal like every other day. So I know that's something that I look forward to do every other day. I work 6 days a week, sometimes 5.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter what time I get off work. I'm coming home to make his meal, make sure everything else is okay. just make sure I'm doing, because my mom got 4 kids. I'm with my dad, and growing up, I see my mom do all those stuff. And, Caribbean people normally do all those stuff for their partner. So I just think that when you're with someone, you're supposed to play your part and they play their part.
Mm-hmm.
But me going above and beyond, doing everything that I know I'm supposed to be doing, and then you don't make me feel like you're appreciated at all at some point, to the point where like stuff that could be compliment for just go unseen. Then you come home to a special meal, I say, hey, try to greet you, whatever. Oh, I'm tired, I need to go shower. And then you come back, you sit here, eat, and then you just go back to the TV or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when you stop doing these things, he just didn't.
He don't do nothing. He just complain. Oh, so I'm just gonna come home to no meal. So okay, you're not gonna do it. Stuff like those. He more like start complaining again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I get it, love. You got a decision to make. It's either you make peace with the fact that he's probably not going to meet this need of yours, or you decide if this is a situation you want to stay in. Only you can make that decision. Only you know what, like, if it's worth it or not.
It's just hard. Like, I would more want him to like try to do better, but if he's not going to change, I can't make it change. So, guess I'll just hang on and see what's gonna happen going down to maybe next year or so.
Mm-hmm.
Really kind of
You don't have to make a decision right. You don't have to make a decision right now. Just sleep on it. Think about it for a little bit. But you're essentially complaining about like you don't feel loved in the relationship, right? That's pretty much what it is. It's like, yeah, you're all together. You may know intellectually that he loves you, but he's not really showing it in any way.
Yeah, we just feel like we're roommates.
Yeah, there's no real passion in the connection.
Especially for me, because I'm really loving.
Yeah,
like if I try to like hold on to him or try to go close and do stuff, he'd be like, "No, I'm hot, or I don't want to do that right now," or stuff like that.
Yeah. It's rough. But definitely sleep on it.
The main part that I really feel bad about is like there's a lot of person that know us and know that we've been together and they know the type of person I am. And I hate when people be like, "Oh, so I can't see why you can't just marry you. You're so nice. You do everything. There's nothing missing from this relationship. So why you just can't make it a wife?" Stuff like those. I hate when people come up and ask me something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you got a big decision to make, love. So I wish you the best. Keep me posted on how it goes, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you take care.
All right.
Buddy might get cheated on, low key. That's the perfect recipe for cheating. Cece, what's going on?
Really?
What's happening?
This is what I come back to. First of all, why are we not at 100K, y'all? We got like less than 15 minutes. What is happening?
I don't know. You gotta put that belt to ass. Put that belt to ass. That mommy voice come out.
Power tap while I give my spiel. We got not even 15 minutes. Y'all, we got a power tap. What does that mean? That means that this live gets discovered. I know we at the tail end of the show, but that does not mean we don't still care about the taps. We need to power tap. There's over 500 people in this space, so there's no reason why we can't tap and listen to these next couple of stories and advice that Coach is going to give. So please power tap. We don't ask you to do it for nothing. It is so that this live can get more and more traction. That is the goal. More and more people to help. And y'all know y'all are enjoying what is going on, okay? Sometimes it's extra juicy, and sometimes you learn something. You have something to take away from it, right? So let's show our appreciation, show the support, and let's power tap. At least we want to end with 115 as fast as we can. Let's go, people. I know we got it in us. Okay, look, we almost have 600 people in here. Okay? Yes, the T. You want the T? Let's power tap.
That's
all right, let's go, you guys.
Appreciate
See
you,
almost
Cece.
at 70. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Sunset Lover, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. What can I do for you?
Well, first of all, please excuse my English because it's not my first language.
Okay, you're doing amazing so far.
I just want to clear that up.
Yeah.
Okay. My question is this a normal behavior while dating or I'm being too much?
Okay.
Okay, basically I was dating this guy for about 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And I don't date that much, just to keep that in mind. So I was dating him for about 2 years, and I can literally say that he took me out to eat for only 2 times in those 2 years. And we used to literally work in the same workplace. And after that, I started preparing him food because that's my love language. Okay? And, okay, the comments. Please don't kill me. Yeah, so that's one thing. And the second thing, in those 2 years, he never, ever actually bought me anything or gave me anything. And I didn't want to ask for anything because I didn't want to sound like, I didn't want to demand, if that makes sense. And he was nice to me, he was sweet and all of that, but he never actually made any efforts unless if I asked him to. And that kind of annoyed me in the first. And then around this year, I was actually annoyed with his behavior, but I couldn't say it because I thought if I'm gonna say anything, I'm gonna sound as a gold digger, kind of. Are you with me?
Yeah, was that it?
No.
Okay,
I
no,
thought you didn't understand.
I'm just listening. You're good.
And the last straw was, I liked the video. It was about gifts. I liked it. I didn't think much of it. I just liked it. It was beautiful. The next thing I know, texted me a screenshot of me liking the video, and he said, "Did you like this?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, it's not a big deal. He said, "Why did you like it?" I was like, "Because it's pretty." And then he said, and I quote, "Nah, that's bullshit." So I was like, why? Why is it bullshit to you? Just explain. I don't have a problem, by the way. And then he proceeds to say, I'm not gonna bother myself. I only have 2 gifts to buy in a year. My mom and my sister. So that was the last straw for me. So I literally broke up with him that night. And for him, he thought because of the message he sent me about his mom and his sister, but it wasn't. And keep in mind, I tried to break up with him like 3 times, I guess, but he refused every single time. He wouldn't let me. He wouldn't even come to my home. So the last time I was like, no, that's it, we're done. And that was it. He reached back again, and we started talking again, and then he said, I felt like it was the reason that you broke up with me was stupid. So now I'm feeling guilty, kind of. I'm like, was it really stupid, or I don't know.
So you were with him for 2 years?
Hmm?
You were with him for 2 years?
Yeah.
And he took you out twice in 2 years?
Yep.
And then
the first time I suggested it.
Okay. And he saw you like something on Instagram about gifts, and then he got mad about it. And then told you...
Kind of, yeah.
And then told you the only person he's getting gifts for is his mom and his sister, essentially.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, sounds like this was a bad situation to be in, right? Do you think that's normal? Do you think that's like what most other people in relationships are going through? Like happy relationships?
What do you I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, do you think that people who are in other people who are in relationships, like happy relationships, you think that's like what they experience?
No, that's the thing. But I just didn't want to ask because I didn't want to sound like I'm demanding something, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only reason that I didn't spoke up.
Yeah. I get it. You sound a bit non-confrontational, though.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was. And he said it.
Yeah, you gotta solve that.
He said you didn't tell me anything about this.
Yeah, you gotta solve that, love. Right? Because that'll put you in a situation where you don't speak up for your own needs. And then you will just grow to resent the people that you're with. Definitely don't be with this person, right? This is just a bad person to be with. But in the future, you have to work on this unwillingness to deal with conflict and confrontation. Okay? You gotta develop like a muscle for it to where like you can stand up for yourself. Because if you don't, nobody will. You have to advocate for yourself. Okay? Just in life in general.
Can you give me an example?
So when you are unhappy with something, or you feel like a need isn't being met, you bring it up. And you don't have to bring it up in a accusatory way to where like you're angry. You can just bring it up as just a general conversation. You're like, hey, I feel like, you know, I kind of need this. And I noticed that this wasn't really happening. I just wanted to share, you know, see what we can do about it, right? Yeah, stuff like that. But you're like not sharing that stuff because you don't want to rock the boat. Sometimes the boat got to be rocked.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But why would he always come back? Like when I broke up with him, why would he refuse to break up? That was confusing me.
He probably perceives to need you, or you validate him, right? And losing you would be losing a source of validation. You know?
Yeah, I definitely get you.
Yeah.
The comments as well.
Yeah. So don't take him back anymore, though. This is not a good connection.
Of course.
All right.
Of course.
Because the things that like, while you do not want to be like non-confrontational, at the same time, like what you asked for was kind of common sense. Like he should have like assumed that his girlfriend would want to go out on dates and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate the advice and all of the comments as well.
Absolutely, love.
Thanks, girls.
You take care, all right?
Okay, take care.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Chilling. What can I do for you, man?
Oh, man. I live in Boston. My name is Tony. I live in Boston. I'm single, but I'm searching.
Okay. You got a question for me?
No, I don't have any question for you. I'm just searching, you know, like I'm single and searching. I live.
Gotcha. It's all making sense. It's all coming together now. We have somebody who does not read the header. Boston is crazy, by the way. I give like people overseas, foreigners, grace because it's like a language barrier. I get that, but for you to be in Boston, you don't read the big ass fucking no matchmaking thing right here. It just blows my mind. All right, D Believer, what's going on?
Good morning.
What's up, man?
I'm from Nigeria.
All right, what can I do for you?
I'm good.
Who took him down? Express took him. Fast on the trigger, Express. That's what I'm talking about. Bria, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
So, I got an update. So, I did not go to the man's house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he hit me bad, and he was like, what you doing? Come over. I was like, I'm in bed. Good night. Just ended it just like that. I'm in bed. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't go.
But y'all, he did end up cash apping me $400. So I knew he was gonna give me my money back. I knew that wasn't a problem. So he did end up cash apping me, but I didn't go. I didn't go because I feel like we're both grown, and I'm not about to be telling no man. Well, sometimes you do have to tell a man. So I did tell him what I expected, how I wanted to be treated. I do let him know when he hurt my feelings and stuff, and he still do it. So that shows me that he don't care about me. He don't care about my feelings. He don't care about what we got going on. And it's obvious he don't care if he lose me, right? Because he's still doing it, doing the things that I don't like.
What's he doing that you don't like?
I told you, like, how he take the days without responding and stuff, and hours, and I feel like if I keep talking to him, he gonna feel like he can keep doing it. Oh, I got her where I want her. And I don't want him to think that because, like I said, you only can treat me how I want to be treated. And it's been 4 months. I'm not about to, like, I wasted 5 years with my ex. I'm not about to waste no time with a man that's not treating me how I want to be treated. Or am I wrong? Or am I just dipping out too quick?
I mean, that's
he
fair.
did it more than once, and
So he's done it twice.
Yep.
In 4 months.
And I told him, I was like, I don't like when you go days without talking to me. It hurts my feelings.
Okay.
And he still do it, so he don't care.
And he's going days?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I don't know if I asked this. Are you, like, you want a relationship?
I do.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if it's not aligning, then like, yeah, you can go ahead and move on. You know, he said it's been 4 months, so it's like, you know, by now it should be even progressing to a relationship. So if he's not progressing, to a relationship on his end, then he probably has no intention to.
Yeah, I think he want me to chase him, and I jog a little bit, but I ain't chasing nobody. Yeah, once I jog and get tired, that's it. I'm gonna head on out. But I just feel like I'm not telling him no more because you should know how to treat a woman. I'm not telling him no more. And I think what got me in my feelings because I did do something with that man, and my feelings all over the place. And I shouldn't have did nothing with that man. I shouldn't because I wouldn't have had feelings.
Yeah.
But now I definitely have feelings, and he's hurting my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got to I feel like I'm being hard right now. He's somebody I want to be soft with.
Mm-hmm.
But and I'm scared. Like if I don't hit him up, cause this was Thursday. Today is Saturday. We ain't talk. I feel like he ain't gonna hit me up. Mm-hmm. And I'm the type of person, you don't want to play that game with me because we ain't gonna never speak again. So what should I do?
The last conversation y'all had was like you being mad about the situation?
He get mad about what?
I said the last conversation y'all had was you being mad about the situation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the last thing he did to you was send you the money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And asked me to come over, but I didn't go.
Okay. And so he sent you the money, asked you to come over, you didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
Did he message you last?
Yeah, he asked me about coming over, and he was like, "What you doing? I'm home. You can come over." I was like, "I'm in bed. Good night."
Okay.
And he was like, "All right, good night," and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a sneaky link. I wasn't supposed to catch feelings for that man, and I did.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, if you were optimized for a relationship, you're probably mostly wasting your time in this situation.
Okay. I thought so. Mm-hmm. Okay, so just don't hit him up no more?
Yeah, I would go ahead and cut it off. And position.
Don't cry tonight.
Position yourself for somebody else, you know?
Okay.
But everything else I told you previous conversation applies. Like, if you're not going to deal with this person, make sure you apply it in the future person, right? Remember, grace. Give grace.
Okay.
Look for patterns where you cut people off.
And I gave him grace. That's the thing. My friends was like, "You must be really like him because you would have been done cut somebody off." See, I gave him grace. That's why I don't be giving these niggas no grace. They don't deserve it. I gave him grace, and look.
Yeah, giving people grace don't mean they gonna get it together. It just means like when you do cut it off, at least you know for sure this was something that was meant to be cut off. So you can, so you won't never be like, what if? You know what I mean? You've probably been in what if situations before. You probably cut someone off before, and you were like, man, I probably could have, you know. But when you give a little bit of grace, that's when you put yourself in a position where it's like, nah, I gave Buddy chances. I gave him a few chances, and it's like, oh, didn't get together. So I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's going to work out.
Okay. Well, I'll let y'all know if he hit me up. Because next time he hit me up, I might go. I don't know, because I like him, y'all. I might go. But I'm gonna let y'all know. Okay. Thank you.
All right, Bria. You take care, love.
You too.
All right, people, that's a wrap. If you're new here, make sure to follow. We go live daily, 12 p.m. Eastern Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So if I didn't get to your question tonight, I will get to it tomorrow at noon, assuming we have power here in North Carolina. That was a big storm. So assuming we have power, I will be live again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to see the replay of these lives, they're posted on YouTube. I'm streaming right now on YouTube. So this live will be up momentarily. So if y'all want to see replays, I have about I think 6 replays up right now. So you go check that out, link in bio. Oh, Lily, you in NC? It's good to know. It's good to know. Link in bio for YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that kind of good stuff. Guys, if you need help with dating, relationships, all that good stuff, link in bio for coaching and the course, the Retainment Blueprint. It will get you right. Appreciate the mods. Appreciate the chat. I will see you all tomorrow. Stay warm. Take care.